Have you ever wondered why two people can experience the exact same situation but react in completely different ways? Why do some people stay calm under pressure while others panic? Why do we trust strangers, fall in love, hold grudges, or make decisions we later regret? The answers lie in one fascinating field, the study of human behavior, also known as psychology. And once you understand it, you'll never look at people the same way again. Let's explore the hidden science behind human behavior. Every single day, your brain makes thousands of decisions, many of them without you even realizing it. From the moment you wake up, your thoughts, emotions, habits, and actions are influenced by countless psychological processes. Psychology is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. It doesn't just ask what people do, it asks why they do it. Instead of relying on guesses, psychologists use research and experiments to understand how humans think, feel, learn, and interact with the world. One of the biggest discoveries in psychology is that much of our behavior is automatic. We often believe we're making logical choices, but in reality, our past experiences, emotions, environment, and even small social cues shape our decisions. For example, have you ever bought something simply because everyone else seemed to want it? That's called social proof. Our brains naturally assume that if many people are doing something, it must be the right choice. This simple psychological principle influences everything from shopping to social media trends. Another powerful factor is conditioning. As children, we constantly learn by connecting actions with outcomes. If a behavior is rewarded, we're more likely to repeat it. If it's punished, we tend to avoid it. Over time, these repeated experiences shape our personality, habits, and even our fears. Emotions also play a much bigger role than most people realize. Many people believe they make decisions with logic first and emotions second, but psychology shows that emotions often come first, while logic simply helps us justify the decision afterward. Think about it. Have you ever made an impulsive purchase because it felt right, only to explain it later with practical reasons? That's your emotional brain taking the lead. Psychology also teaches us that our perception of reality isn't always accurate. Two people can witness the same event and remember it differently because the brain doesn't record reality like a camera. Instead, it reconstructs memories based on emotions, beliefs, and expectations. This is why misunderstandings happen so often. We're not always reacting to reality, we're reacting to our interpretation of reality. Another fascinating concept is confirmation bias. Humans naturally search for information that supports what they already believe, while ignoring evidence that challenges those beliefs. This bias affects opinions, relationships, and even major life decisions. Understanding this bias helps us become more open-minded and better critical thinkers. Body language is another important part of human behavior. Long before we speak, our posture, facial expressions, eye contact, and gestures communicate how we feel. In many situations, nonverbal communication reveals more than words ever can. Psychology also explains why habits are so difficult to break. Every habit follows a simple loop. A cue triggers a behavior, and the brain receives a reward. The more this cycle repeats, the stronger the habit becomes. That's why changing habits isn't about willpower alone. It's about changing the cues and rewards that drive them. Perhaps the most important lesson psychology teaches is that human behavior is incredibly complex. No single action defines a person. Every behavior is influenced by biology, environment, experiences, culture, personality, and the situation itself. That's why judging people based on one moment often leads to misunderstanding. The more we understand psychology, the more empathy we develop for ourselves and for others. In the end, psychology isn't just about understanding other people. It's about understanding yourself. It helps you recognize your own biases, manage emotions, improve relationships, make wiser decisions, and become more aware of the invisible forces shaping your life every single day. The more you study human behavior, the more predictable people become, and the more control you gain over your own actions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more psychology and self-improvement content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.